India's Home Minister Rajnath Singh today in Pokhran said that the future of India's no first use policy would entirely depend upon the emerging geopolitical scenario. No first use policy was enunciated by former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee after the Pokhran nuclear tests in May 1998. It ushered a nuclear doctrine and India's long and arduous journey to build a nuclear triad for its armed forces. The statement of Rajnath Singh comes in the wake of the abrogation of Article 370. Pakistan has shown its hostility towards India's action, which is an internal matter. Pakistan, on the other hand, does not have a no first use policy. Pakistan also went nuclear immediately after India conducted its tests. Pakistan, in fact, has used its nuclear assets as a blackmail tool that any aggression on part of India would lead to full-scale war. The Prime Minister in the past two occasions has been able to call off Pakistan's nuclear bluff by organizing two surgical strikes inside Pakistan. The Balakot strike involved the use of Air Force, which was the first by India after the 1971 war. The only time India used Air Force was during Kargil in a limited capacity. Indian planes did not cross the border once. Second was post-Kargil, when Atlantic plane of Pakistan Air Force ventured 10 kilometers inside Indian borders in Kutch and was shot down. Now, the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh's statement is full of significance, and any move of India in the context is akin to completely recalibrating the nuclear doctrine.
सारे प्रतिरोधों के बावजूद अटल जी ने यहाँ पर परमाणु परीक्षण की इजाजत दी और भारत पारमाणविक दृष्टि से शक्तिशाली देशों की कतार में आकर यह खड़ा हो गया। तो मेरे अंदर एक इच्छा पैदा हुई कि क्यों न उसी पोखरन की धरती पर ही चलकर मैं आज जब अटल जी की पहली पुण्यतिथि है तो उस अवसर पर अपनी श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करूं। ये बात सच है कि जहां तक हमारी न्यूक्लियर पॉलिसी का सवाल है, उसमें नो फर्स्ट यूज की आज तक हमारी पॉलिसी यही है। अब भविष्य में क्या होगा, यह सब परिस्थितियों पर निर्भर करता है।
One of the latest updates from Jammu and Kashmir, where signs of normalcy are emerging. The Jammu and Kashmir government held a media briefing where several announcements were made regarding lifting the curbs in the valley. Chief Secretary of the Jammu and Kashmir government said that the communication lines will be restored in the valley in a phase-wise manner. Schools will also open from Monday in a phased manner. Most importantly, the top officer of the Jammu and Kashmir government said that the restrictions prevented any loss of life in the region despite concerted efforts by Pakistan.
There has been not a single loss of life. I repeat, there has not been a single loss of life or serious injuries to anyone during the course of maintaining peace and order. We have prevented any loss of human life despite concerted efforts by terrorist organizations, radical groups, and continuing efforts by Pakistan to destabilize the situation.
Just earlier in the day, a lawyer for the central government of India has told the Supreme Court of India that the restriction in Jammu and Kashmir will be lifted gradually. The Apex Court was hearing a petition on the revocation of the special status of Jammu and Kashmir. Remember, the valley has been under restrictions with communication lines snapped since the 5th of August. In addition to this, flight services from Srinagar resumed yesterday. The first flight took off with over 150 passengers. The Srinagar airport has now been cleared off for night flights.